program in terms of just establishing who they are and how they can play?
Well, I never take any, like, going into any game, I don't take any team lightly. So, like, regardless if they play Tennessee close or Georgia Southern close, whoever it is, I think they're an awesome team, and I've watched them play, and they got some really good players on both sides of the balls, and I'm just excited for the opportunity to be able to, play them, and I think it'll be a pretty good game.
Did you watch that Tennessee game?
I actually did watch some of it. I was actually, I remember that actually.
What stands out about looking back? What were you thinking when you were watching them go to overtime with Tennessee?
Well, I thought they came out. They believe like crazy up there, and they believe that they can beat any team that they step on the field with. So that's half of the battle. They're just believing, and then they actually play some good ball as well.
You were probably pretty young, but were you aware of that App State Michigan game when App State upset them?
I actually did. I did remember that up in the big house. I remember the quarterback. He's still like with the Carolina Panthers now, Edwards, something like that. I remember the quarterback from like years ago.
Did you watch it?
I don't remember if I actually watched it, but I also remember the highlights of the game though.
Armani Edwards.
Armani Edwards, that's what it was.
Hey, so it's a year later for Kirby. It's also a year later for you guys. Have you seen any changes in him, and how much of a difference does it make just, having played for him now for a year? Is there less, I don't know, there's less changes, I guess.
Well, first year, just your first year knowing someone, it's a bit different, because you actually don't know what they're doing in certain situations. But I feel like after like a year just being in his system, you kind of like know what he's going to do in certain situations. And I think it's also a year that we've had to actually grow closer as a bond, bring a closer bond amongst each other. And I just feel like that's awesome, just having an extra year with him. And now rolling into the second year, I think sky's the limit with him.
Say a recruit comes in and they're asking you, what's it like to play for him? I mean, how do you describe it?
Well, it's an awesome feeling, like he's a guru from the defensive side of the ball. I can speak from that standpoint, side of things. He knows everything. He knows what it takes to, get you to that next level, and as well as molding you into the best guy on and off the field here while you're here at the university.
He's kind of known for he'll be off somewhere else, and then all of a sudden he comes bolting into a drill because he's seen something. Have you ever been the subject of that, and what do you think? Oh gosh, here comes Kurt.
Oh yeah, that's definitely him. So he's a coach of all around. So if he see a receiver messing up, best believe he's going to go chew him up and whatnot. So like he's all around the field, and I just feel like that's best. He's not just like with one particular group. He's like all around. So that definitely helps the team.
ROQUAN, J.R. Reed and Richard LeCount could be playing their first games for Georgia. Can you talk about them individually in terms of what you've seen on the practice field, what they bring to the table?
Yeah, I think both of those guys are phenomenal players. I feel like JR, he transferred in last year, awesome guy. He come in every day with his hard hat. I feel like he has a lot to do. He has a lot of potential here and to do things. And Richard being a young guy coming in the spring, I feel like the stuff, how he's developed from the spring, like far as like picking up on the playbook and whatnot, I think that just speaks volume and like what he is as a person and a player. So I definitely think those guys have bright futures.
What about the defense as a whole?